So let's move on to the last little segment in our MMA news. Dana White, you were the one that put this in, right?
Yeah, dude.
I'll let you handle this.
No. Dana White came out and basically said, Chandler coming off that title loss, Gaethje needs a fight. He goes, Gaethje Chandler makes sense. And you know what? I don't disagree.
Sign me the
I don't disagree whatsoever. Come on, boys. Are you not excited for that fight?
Oh, dude.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's the fight you want to make. That's like literally a matchmaking heaven right
Yes. Like, I'm not trying to be grotesque or gross, but like, there's a reason why I have this desk right here. It might actually pop up an extra foot because just me thinking about that fight.
I had a feeling we were going there. I had a feeling we were going there.
Dude, yeah. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'll put it that way.
So I do, since we are talking about the lightweight division, I do want to talk about the new rankings. Beneil Dariush moved all the way. He moved up 6 slots. He is now number 3 in the world. Justin Gaethje is sitting at number 2 still, and Michael Chandler at 4. This matchup makes perfect sense.
And I agree, it does make sense. But if Chandler wins that fight, if Chandler comes out and gets a crazy spectacular knockout or something, like just flatlines Justin Gaethje, is that enough to be like, fuck it, throw him back into the title picture?
Yes. Now, well, hold on.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah, we got to slow our roll here because obviously, when Dustin, I almost said Dustin McGregor, but when Dustin Poirier goes out there and beats Conor McGregor like he did the last time, like he'll do this time because he's the better fighter, of course, Dustin has to get the next shot. He's got to get the next shot. But then outside of that, if Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, if you do that in a co-main, Chandler goes out there and knocks out Gaethje, you got to give him the shot. Mm-hmm. And maybe Beneil Dariush has got to fight one more time, which fucking sucks for him. But
maybe you make Chandler wait, you know? I mean, it depends on how quickly they make this fight because Gaethje's been out since last September.
Yeah, at this point, if Beneil Dariush didn't say he doesn't want to fight till next year, you could just do the Gaethje Beneil for the number 1 contender outside, after the McGregor Poirier fight, and that would make perfect sense to me. But Beneil Dariush doesn't want to fight until next year.
Yeah, so I guess the ball is really in Justin Gaethje's court. Yeah. I mean, is Chandler going to want to fucking come in and fight Gaethje and 6 or 7 weeks after that fight? I mean, he did say he's been training essentially for 56 weeks straight.
Yep.
Like, the man has taken 7 days off in 56 weeks, so it's just like, let's give Chandler some time. We really who we need to talk to is Justin Gaethje. We need to know what his time frame is. If he wants to come back, maybe the end of the year, maybe December, January, something like that. That's probably perfect timing for Chandler and Beneil. Yeah. But if they're leaning Chandler, let's give Chandler some time. Let's hope that Justin waits that out. Because nothing would make me happier than that matchup.
Oh, God. That'd be a great matchup.
It's the matchup we deserved the first time. It didn't happen. We got Dan Hooker, but that was still a fantastic matchup. It was still a fantastic fight. Gaethje's going to have to take a fight.
I want everyone's opinion on this. I want Gideon's opinion on this, too. All right, so Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor. We obviously know Conor McGregor is 1-2, 1-3 in his last couple fights, right? Mm-hmm. So he goes out there. Let's say he does do it.
And let's be real. Let's be real. I mean, I know we don't like Conor. We're not Conor fans, but he looked fantastic in that first round and the second round too. Mm-hmm. He looked really good. He was definitely winning that fight until Dustin exploded.
Right.
Was that Dustin just waiting, or was that Dustin trying to set something up and then he finally saw it?
Right. And again, I don't like Conor necessarily, but I do see why. One, he's a mega star. He's done a lot for the sport, and I respect him for all those things, right? And he does have the potential to go out there and beat Dustin Poirier. He absolutely can. Let's not get it twisted there. But what irritates me is the star power surpasses who deserves the next shot. As an MMA purist, I do not believe if Conor goes out there and beats Dustin, he should get the next shot. I just don't believe it. What do you guys think? Do you think Conor deserves it if he goes out there and beats Dustin? Because this is one of the main talking points this week.
The problem is that it's Dustin. The man's the number 1 contender. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if he beats him, he would have to. Especially if you beat the number 1 contender, you're the number 1 guy, right? I mean, let's look at the rankings real quick. Is Dustin even the number 1?
Yeah, Dustin's 1.
So, I mean, you beat the number 1 guy, you get the title shot. What do you think, Gids?
Yeah, I that's kind of it. To be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what Ric Flair said. And if you beat the number 1 contender, that's it, right? And it just makes too much sense money-wise. You know, like if Conor goes out there and starches Dustin in the most impressive way possible, and he's on the mic and he's calling people out and he's doing his fucking shit, you're not skipping that fight. You're gonna give him
and Charles is gonna ask for that. You know?
Absolutely.
He's already asking for it.
He should. He absolutely should, because that's the biggest fight you're going to get. You know you're getting at least $2.5 million for fighting Conor, if not more, just out of like ads and shit, pay-per-view points.
And as the champ, you're making a lot of money. You are making a couple mil for sure.
Yeah. And it's that proper 12 fucking whiskey, baby. That motherfucker's going to bring that shit with him. There's no reason not to. Like, I understand from a purist point, like, you wouldn't want to see it because he hasn't earned it. Yeah. But from the UFC's perspective and from Dana White just carrying Conor around in his balls, like, there's no way they skip it.
Yeah, and also, too, I mean, Dustin Poirier put himself in this position. So, I mean, if he does lose that fight, like, it is kind of on Dustin.
Yeah.
In a way, I mean, for the division, because he knew what he was doing in the division by taking this fight again and not taking Charles Oliveira for the lightweight belt.
And he turned down the title shot. He did. So he turned down the title shot. So I guess it really
it's
is
just,
what it is.
It always seems to work out for Conor.
Oh,
I mean, come
always.
on. Does it not always seem
I swear to God, dude, if he fucking loses that fight, I am telling you, they will give Conor a Justin Gaethje or a Chandler or something and just say, hey, you beat him, you are getting the title shot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It doesn't matter if he's on a 3 or 4 fight losing streak. They're going to find a way. Dana's like, you know what? If Conor I know this is the 8th time we made this fight, but if Conor beats Dustin tonight, he's going to get the shot.
It's just wild, man.
It's the luck of the Irish, baby.
I know.
That's all it comes down to. It's the luck of the Irish. He don't need shit else but that luck. He carries a 4-leaf clover. He's fucking walking into money. He punches an old man and gets paid for it.
Yeah, he does.
Conor's got the best life possible.
Yeah, he does.
Without a doubt.
He does.
And W, shout out to you, my guy. Dana has also said he could see Gaethje fighting for the belt next. So that's interesting because if Chandler is out for a long time, do they just do... I mean, I guess it depends on Dustin and Conor. Are they willing to just step right in when Oliveira is ready, or are they going to wait as well? They have options with this lightweight division right now.
They do. And it's a little bit different than the welterweight division where they do have these options that they can't do. Because at the end of the day, Dustin Poirier or Conor McGregor doesn't care who they're fighting for or fighting against for the lightweight belt. They just want to fight for the belt after their fight, right?
Absolutely.
So, like, again, you could do Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. And then winner of that will take on Conor versus Dustin. So, I mean, you could do it that way because that fight was relatively quick. Charles Oliveira didn't take a lot of damage. I mean, yes, Chandler, he almost got finished in the first. But, I mean, take enough damage where he's got to take 8 to 12 months off. I don't see that. Like, this guy could fight very well in December. So, you make that matchup with Gaethje in December. You know, Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, that'll be when, July? I believe that fight's July or August?
July,
like 10th or whatever, International Fight Week. But then, you know, they fight in December. You can make that fight, I don't know, March, April. I don't know.